SuperOtakus. It's your tour guide here. As I stated in last night's video, I was going to meet up with Jens. It was rather impromptu. He had messaged me, and initially we had made plans. And then my wife got into an accident, and I kind of canceled on him, saying, let's try this another time. Don't think I'm going to have bandwidth to do it this weekend. And then turns out, the process to repair the car and everything is probably going to take place this coming work week. So the weekend was actually kind of open. My wife we initially made plans, and then she kind of changed the plans on me and said, hey, I'm going to hang out with my friends. You can do whatever you want. So, last night I reached out to Jens and said, hey, if you're still down to go comic book hunting, let's do it. And we wanted to hit up Ancient Comics, but we also hit up two other locations. We hit up a bookstore that I always go to. I forget what the name is. I think it's Page Turner Books. And then we hit up the Sten Brothers here in Kirkland. And we actually spent a long time at Sten Brothers just digging through dollar bins and their back issue bin. And Jen's got a lot of good stuff. And I wish he had a channel so he could show it off to you, but he got a signed Neil Adams book for $15. It's a Dead Man cover. Real clean placement of the signature. Really high grade book. I mean, he could get it probably come back a 9.6 or 9.8. So I thought that was a really good pickup, but he got a lot of other books too. And he picked up a bunch of keys for like $1, and they're all really high grade. I feel like he did really well for himself. Hey, what's up, Raphael? Okay, cool. Thanks for hanging out, man. Raphael. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Love that you're a turtle collector. Jens and I, he picked me up. We drove down. Again, we hit three shops. Sten Brothers, he picked up a lot of stuff. I dug. Didn't feel like there was anything there for me. There was one book. It was like a Hayao Miyazaki like comic book, like a independent press book with all this kind of the history and artwork of Hayao Miyazaki. And I thought, that's a cool book. But for $1, I was just like, I kind of just chickened out on that one. And then a Page Turner, there were a bunch of books there. Again, nothing really, I felt like they were all like dollar bin books, nothing really, a couple keys and stuff, but we didn't pick up a lot there. Jens didn't pick up much there either. I think he got maybe 2 or 3 books. Again, the keys that we pulled out. But at Ancient Comics, Jen's got some good stuff. And it's weird because the stuff he picked up, there was one book in particular. It's the first meeting between Wolverine and Venom. It's a 90s book. And it's cover art by Sam Keith. Now, I just got home and I saw the news that Sam Keith had passed away. He's 64? So I instantly thought about Jens's pickup. I was like, dude, and I texted him. I was like, dude, that book you picked up? Well, like Sam Keith passed away. It's like Unmyeong, it's destiny. It's like a destined book. That at the time Sam Keith passes, he would just instinctively pick up that book. it was and it's a big book too, you know. That's obviously going to be one of Sam Keith's like more notable key cover art pieces. So, and it's high grade. He picked up a really high grade copy. So, shout out to you, Jens, man. I'm glad you picked that one up. That was a great pickup, and that was just like he just liked the cover, and he um there was no other rhyme and reason than he liked the cover, and he was a book kind of he picked up a lot of great books. So yeah, it was fun. We had a blast. We talked a lot about this and that, really connected, and I just feel like moving forward, I have a local guy now that to just bounce comic book stuff off of. Located here in Redmond, Washington. Yeah, yeah. It's the news. Is kind of shocking. I just got the news, and um, he's so big in my collecting era. Sam Keith was like he had the Max television show on MTV. His Max stuff was really ahead of its time. Kind of the most innovative comic book in the 90s. If you talk about just um, books that really defined that era, um, his artwork was absolutely unique and one of a kind. I hope I hope a lot of younger or newer collectors really take pause to appreciate Sam Keith's artwork, because it's again, you just have to be in the moment when Sam Keith was. I mean, he had just come off of Sandman. He was kind of the hot artist, and then he puts out the Max, and it's you know kind of just made a big splash and name for himself early on in his comic book career, and really talented artist and writer. So huge loss for the comic book community. Hey, Olympia. All right, cool, man. Well, thank you. I was just in Olympia with a bunch of guys. So, are you a comic book collector as well? That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Great Batman stuff. He did some stuff for Marvel as well. Again, that Wolverine Venom book. That's gonna be a big book, I think, um, moving forward, because it's a key book, beautiful artwork, and just like kind of prime Sam Keith stuff when he was really about to blow up with the Max. So nice. All right. Well, thanks for joining, man. Just gonna call you Raf. I hope you're. I mean, do you have like a TMNT #1, like a first print TMNT? Don't tell me you have like a high grade TMNT #1. That I'd have to come find you and get that book. But thanks for hanging out. All right, we got so again, we hit up 3 spots, but I didn't really pick up anything. There, as you know, I'm not really in a pickup mode these days. And I only want to pick up stuff that's like I feel like I'm getting good value out of, and things that I feel like either have good trade value or is like a key book that I can potentially sell or trade, and books that I really want. And again, the Sten Brothers had a lot of books, a lot of Superman books and stuff. Like, we would have paid what $6 to $8 a book for. just didn't want to spend that kind of cash. So we were strictly in the dollar bins, and there were some good dollar bin books there. But at the end of the whole thing, I let Jens take all the key ones, and there was nothing really catching my fancy there. So then we went to Page Turner, kind of the same situation. It's actually, there wasn't really much at Page Turner. Everybody had dug through and kind of cherry picked all the good stuff. So, there were some Superman books I could have picked up, but they wouldn't have been worth much. And again, at $1 a book, I just feel like wasn't worth spending that kind of money on. But then we went to Ancient Comics, and Ancient Comics, let me tell you, Jeff has put out more quarter bin books. There's like, I want to say good 13 short to long boxes of quarter bin books. And I dug through every single box. So we were there a good hour, maybe hour and a half. And I had roughly 6 or 7 books that I kind of wanted to get, but then I didn't want to spend like $1.75. I just was like, let's just spend $1 and get the 4 books that most caught my fancy. And so we got 4 books, quarter each. And you guys tell me what you guys think of the haul, but we're going to get to it. Oh no. Oh man. You do have it. It's crazy. I was just kind of joking, but man. Well, kudos to you. Kind of jealous. Very jealous actually. So yeah, that's a great book. I also know a local guy. He owns a graded copy, first print, of that book. And that's like 20 some, I think it's like 20K in that grade or something like that. But he has it put away in like a safety deposit area. Beautiful book. I mean, yeah, but nice that 2 of you in my area have that book. It's yeah. Hey, what's up, Ron? Yeah, I was wondering when you'd pop in. So yeah, nothing major here. Just got 4 books that I felt were worth 25 cents to pick up. Nothing I think, again, I think most collectors would look at this and be like, man, why'd you pick that up? But it's what I collect, and it's the stuff I like. So again, nothing terribly valuable in this, but really cool stuff if you're a comic book collector. All right, let's get to it. So right off the bat, I know I said I would kind of stop collecting Jim Lee books. I obviously lied to myself. It's just a sliver, this little sliver of Jim Lee art here. But man, is it a beautiful Wonder Woman cover here, if it ever comes into focus here. It's weird. It says Jim Lee and friend. I don't know what that means and what that's supposed to mean, but I guess a friend worked on the book with him. But yeah, look at that Wonder Woman. Just kind of want the full view here, not just the little this could use a press. And again, I think Jens is pressing books, so this is a book we may just hand over to him to really press out. It's a little bit of a bend here in the top. I don't know if you can see that. You can see it right there. But otherwise, yeah, really nice quarter bin book. Jim Lee variant cover here from 2008 of the goddess, the Amazonian. She's not a goddess, but you know what I mean. She's a goddess to us nerds. Okay, so that's book number 1. Oh, okay. So you're one of those slab collectors? Cool. Yeah, let me know. If you're down to like meet up with me and Jens. I think Jens and I were talking about going down to Portland later this summer. If you want to kind of join us on that road trip, let's try to connect offline, Raph. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Nice to virtually meet you here on my channel. Do you have like Superman comics? We can get a trade going here, I think. All right, this is the other book, and it's got its issues, which is why I think Jeff said Jeff understood this is a first appearance and it's a key book, but I think there was a little bit of an issue, maybe a bend or something somewhere. I don't really see much wrong with the book, but I think something along the spine, there might be a spine tick or two. But yeah, this is a first appearance here of, I think, like Aqualad or somebody, and first cover appearance of this Black Lantern Firestorm, Deathstorm. So I think it's like a $15 book in high grade, 25 cents. And I said, this is the kind of stuff, like, I'm talking about, like, even if it was $1, I might have picked it up, but for 25 cents, you're not leaving a key David Finch cover like this there. So yeah, that was kind of a neat pickup. Feel like this book more than justified the dollar we spent. So that was cool. Brightest Day number 4. All right, is Fanboy here yet? Fanboy in the house? calling out to Fanboy if you're here. Actually, you probably don't want to see the next book, because all right, yeah, we'll let's try to connect offline and down the road. Thanks for hanging out, man. Fanboy, you're gonna hate this next book. You're just gonna absolutely hate it. I think this is a book that if you do have in your collection, you probably have defaced it, or you just like kind of, it's a reader's copy and you, I don't know, maybe turned it into like a dartboard or something. But it's a book I've been wanting to add for quite some time, and we got the perfect copy to add to the collection, and that is Man of Steel 37. It's all these, it's basically every Batman from every kind of iteration through the 90s, right? You even got like Lee Jones Batman here. He absolutely looks ridiculous. But yeah, you've got like Silver 8, like you've got the Inventino, you've got the what's his name? Artist name's not coming to me. Get the Batman Adventures one here. Just all these variants of Batman. And this is really just like a comic book nerd type cover that you get a kick off of. This is John Bogdanove cover art. And Denise Janke. But it's the DC logo, and it's a really clean copy. for a quarter bit book. I mean, you can tell by the spine, like it's a really nice book. Now, a DC logo in this like high grade, it can sell anywhere from like 30 to like $100. So I just feel like, yeah, for 25 cents, it's just a great. You got the original Batman here, and yeah, it's just really just a Batman lovers kind of cover. I just think it's funny because it's like, this is an era where I guess the narrative was Batman and Superman were kind of rivals, or they weren't really like chummy. So it's just a kind of funny cover to see all these Batmans kind of ready to attack Superman. But yeah, this for 25 cents was like just a really, really cool find, and absolutely love it. All right. Well, we're down to the last book. It's going to be a very short haul video, but this one here is really the sentimental. So I earlier showed off our 406th Jim Lee book into the collection. This is 407. It's a Jim Lee book. And I'm going to take it out of the bag and board here just to kind of go through it with you and show you. This is Wildcats #1. It's the 3D edition. So it's a reprint of Wildcats #1. I think this came out like I want to say like late 90s. So it's like a Wildstorm image book still. Pre-DC sale. But it kind of reprints the issue. But what's really cool is, and this is why we love this book. It's got the 3D panel work here, and it even has the 3D glasses here in its original state. There's another, and there's like cool Jim Lee Wildcat stuff on there on the glasses. I think it's Gen 13 or something. Wildstorm glasses there. This was just like, yeah, for 25 cents, this is exactly the stuff I drool over. And I don't think this is like a rare book by any means, but definitely adds to my Wildcats collection. This is this stuff for 25 cents. I mean, got to pick it up. At the end of the day, I'm sure on my deathbed, I'll pull out the 3D glasses and read it. Enjoy this classic Jim Lee comic book right before I pass. But yeah, decent grade. It's got user press. Jens would probably really make this a couple color breaks there, but pressed out, it'd probably look really, really, really high grade. So something we may reserve for Jens to do. There's a lot of books actually that maybe have Jens press out for me, but we'll be a little selective and go through it. But there you go. That's my haul. So 4 books, quarter each. Get this a nice, again, the 3D book here, the Jim Lee 3D, DC logo variant there on Man of Steel. Not a bad day's work for $1. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh man, you got a hardcore collection. Well, gonna have to be nice to you, man. Thanks, Ron. Yeah. Um, Man, those get some Golden Age books, created Golden Age books. That's incredible. That's big money right there. Okay. Yeah. Um, Probably don't have much in the raw Silver Age, but that'd be kind of cool to trade with you at some point. Maybe if you have some more graded stuff, yeah, I could essentially give you my collection for some good stuff. Just hand over my collection to you for good stuff. That's cool. No, it'll just be fun to hang out with more comic book people. Um, Again, I've been having a really great time just hanging out with people in the community here locally. Um, and really, it's better to hunt with people than it is to hunt alone. So the more the merrier, man. Uh, Thanks for dropping by. And Ron, how's your Saturday? Did you do anything interesting or fun? Did you pick up any books? Nothing crazy, I hope. But yeah, going back to Jens, I just Jens is really cool. He's a really cool guy, and really knowledgeable about video game collecting, because that's something I've always kind of, I wouldn't say I'm an avid gamer, but I've been gaming my entire life, and definitely had a lot of consoles over my career, like NES, Super NES. Then we had the PlayStation. Then we had PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and in between all that, I even had an Xbox One. I had like the original PSP and then PS Vita. Like, I used to game quite a bit when I was single. And then all that stuff kind of goes to the wayside when you get married, or like my wife didn't like the fact that I was doing that. She was my girlfriend at the time. When we were dating, she just didn't like the fact that I was gaming and stuff. So I just kind of gave it up, and I don't game much these days. But yeah, Jens was a big video game collector, and showing me his collection and all that, and I was just like really impressed by his knowledge and his collection. He had a really cool, um, a lot of valuable games in his collection that he had sold and done stuff with over the course of his. And then he kind of downsized, and now he's focused on comics. So just really great to get to know him. His kind of his history there, with collecting, and just a great guy. Yeah, really cool guy. And I'm much looking forward to spending more time with him, and you know just yeah, uh, getting to know him better and doing more stuff with him that's comic book related. And like I said, he picked up some really nice books. Again, he picked up that signed Neil Adams book, which actually, the more I think about it, the more I kind of want. So maybe he'll trade it to me. But beautiful book, Dead Man cover, perfect signature placement, really clean signature, high grade. Picked up a real gem. I mean, I can't imagine there are more than like 20 or 30 of those in circulation that are signed. So he's got a pretty rare book as well. gotcha. Okay, that doesn't count. Well, that's good. Yeah, tech stuff is yeah, luckily I have people helping me with tax stuff. I always I should probably do my own taxes. It's not that difficult. It's just I don't want to file it incorrectly, essentially. This way, it's like someone does it for me. I can blame my accounting person. Um, but yeah, he's generally does everything without issues, so don't have to really worry about it. But yeah, if I do my own, I'm always just paranoid that I'm doing something wrong. So, um, but good. Glad you had a nice, relaxing, semi-stressful Saturday. But that's it. Just had a fun Saturday with a new friend, and again, we're probably gonna do this more often. It's weird because he doesn't have like a channel or anything, so but I've been encouraging him to, because he's pressing books, he's submitting stuff to CGC, and he's gonna get some books back. And I just feel like if he does something like a live unboxing or something, it's like those kinds of things. Even if it doesn't get a large view, it's just kind of fun to do. Just hey, I got this box back, and let me reveal the grades and kind of share that experience with people. I know I would enjoy it because I've been telling him, hey man, I want to see what you get back. And so to see it in video form versus like meeting up with him and hearing about it is obviously kind of cooler. So, Jebs, I know you're probably going to watch this, but yeah, I had a lot of fun today hanging out with you, man. And thank you. I just want to just thank you for the good time, the great conversation, taking us down there. And the time just flew by. It's like we were kind of like, man, where did the time go? It's like we just we're kind of getting lost in the fun of it all. And I'm sure he's back home now. But yeah, great guy again. So just wanted to wish you a good night, and let's do this again soon. I'm gonna try to get a decent amount of comic book budget for the summer, because my wife's really thinks she feels bad that she's leaving me here by myself. So she usually, like, because she knows I like to do this kind of stuff, she'll usually leave me like $100-$200 budget, so I just don't like die of boredom. And we're going to be very keen with that budget, and do a lot of hunting down in Portland. And I'm just looking forward to the summer. I've exhausted sort of my resources here. Just go to Portland with the $200, see what we can bring back. $200 haul from Portland with the buddies, with my homies down there. Should be a blast. So there you go. Yeah. Although I don't know if the IRS I don't know that it'd be worth their time to really investigate me. I mean, I earn next to nothing, so I don't know if it's even worth like an auditor's time to come and look over my account. Give me a pass, even if I was like, not filing my taxes accurately. But yeah, Uh, um, I know it all kind of down the road can come back to bite you. So you definitely don't want to fall on Uncle Sam's bad side. But yes, tech stuff is we're in the midst of all the tech stuff. All right, well, thanks for hanging out, Ron. We'll see you tomorrow or Monday. We'll have to see. I might not go on Monday because it's my first day back at work. And so we'll just have to see. I'll make a decision whether to go on or not that evening. But we'll definitely be on Friday for sure. And yeah, again, not a big haul, but fun. And yeah, definitely this 3D glass one and the Batman cover. And these are fun books, so these will stay in the collection for a while. So thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. The penny said.